So, episode 10, mate.
This is episode 10 of A Plague Tale. So, we've been kind of, it's had its ups and downs. Let's just see what we've got here. Do we read this out? Is that what we need to do?
You could do if you wanted, mate.
Right, okay. Amicia, Hugo and Arno landed in the island of Lacuna in the midst of annual celebrations. During the Count's speech, Arno tried to get Hugo to call the rats and kill the Lord, his sworn enemy. Amicia discovers that Arno saved her on the continent in exchange for Hugo's help killing the Count with rats. Arno fights the Count anyway, but Amicia stops him before he does more damage and Arno is sent to jail. Emily, the Countess, arrives and invites Hugo and Amicia to her wonderful palace where she tells them more about the Child of Embers, the child god she and the whole island worship. Okay, it's worth doing that because now I remember.
Aye.
Okay.
And I tested this out the other day. We are quite far back from that place we ended.
Oh,
it
man.
wasn't very nice for the checkpoints.
Oh,
for some
man.
reason. How is a workbench no a checkpoint?
Aye, that's pish.
But we should start off positive though. A new day.
We should start off positive. But remember, we're coming hot off the press of a fucking 90-minute cutscene.
Yeah.
You know? With only an Eagle rocket launcher to break it up.
But now we get even more gameplay because it's taken us back, so it's all relative.
Yeah.
But actually, if I would just need to get to that door and then we're there again.
Right,
but,
okay. So you
it
get
does,
to see us do this again.
Aye. It does mean, however, that we run the risk of getting frozen on the workbench, so I'm not even going to bother.
Yeah, yeah. It's probably for the best.
Aye. I've got a feeling though that it is going to ramp up a bit. We just got those... We got the whole 2 hours of nothing done in like one big session, which really annoyed us, but now we're going to get into it, I think.
Yeah, hopefully. So, Diggy, did you ever play a game called Overlord?
No, but I heard about it. You played it?
So it's like, you would have like your guy to run about and just command people to like command an army of people to do stuff. And it would be cool if this game kind of turned into that, where you're the kind of like leader and organizer, and you're sending Arno to do this while you're sending her to do that. Get the rats up here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm skeptical that after having played the last game and seen it ramp up to not really using everything all at once, I would be hopeful that that would be the case, where you just get these sandboxes that you use everything.
Mm. I mean, that's the thing, we've not seen the rats in ages. It
I know.
feels like...
It's so that they reserve the right to make an absolute fucking farce of this town, and then you need to escape that before you get where you're going.
Yeah.
You know?
Although that noise normally means rats.
Does it? Okay, just as you said, rats.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go. Yes, let's keep moving. We're here.
We have been very moany recently, but I think it's mainly just because, like, at its highs, this game is good. I've been like found myself wanting to play more, getting pure excited, but then sometimes it
Rooting
just
for it.
aye, and then it just kicks itself in the balls with nothing.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
It's because it makes it like it made a meal there of you just going through a squeezy.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like it robs you of all. It gives you stuff and then takes it away all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it does kick itself in the balls a fair bit, and it's just a pacing thing. You know, I wish they would just ramp it up and make it 5 hours rather than 15 hours.
Yeah.
Make it infinitely replayable because you're always on the move. But does the story need this much room to spread out? I don't know.
Was that a Insta fail? Yep.
Oh my god. I sympathise. Again, it's Doogie that's playing right now, Doogie Cam. So it's you that's got to actually go through this.
Mm-hmm.
Really kept them on their toes. Looks like we're crossing a line here.
More of Arno's men. Don't think so. The account's right.
The path is too crowded. Let's go around. Careful.
Bastards.
So does it tell me to go this way?
Modern time of the year. They won't.
Inconclusive. This looks like quite a tricky wee section, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think
Let's
so. As
dial
long
in,
as I
we'll
distract
figure it
this
out.
person over here.
Let's capture the light.
hmm
And then, oh, didn't realise actually there was a bit here.
hmm
I think so.
If you want it. Don't know if anyone's noticed that just yet, have they?
No. Oh, there was a guy here last time because I got spotted.
There was a
by
guy
him.
here last time.
Yeah, fucking let's just go.
Yeah.
Lot of
Okay.
security for a ceremony. That's what a place usually looks like after our nose passed by. He's a waste of time. And of trust. He wasn't always like
So, you get any theories about what's going to be happening soon?
In the story,
Yeah, well, like,
more of them.
or just gameplay-wise, mechanics
Um,
being opened up, things like that.
like where, like, see, we're about to get someone. I've got a wee theory about what I think is going to happen next, but I want to hear your thoughts. Could be story,
Alright,
could be
okay.
whatever.
You've got a theory, right? So let's see. Give me a minute to think about this, and we'll see if it matches up. It's anyone's game in the story department. You know, we could be any of them could be betrayers, or any of them could be like what could be redeemed. You know,
Yeah.
even Arno, if he does something, I think somebody. In fact, I got bad vibes from the Count and Emily so hard that I think that they are going to end up being the major player in this. That they are, because why would they be on an island that knows what's going on if they didn't know what was going on? You know what I mean? They're up to something. So that's why Arno wants to kill him, because actually, Arno. See if. Well, I think we're about to find out how bad the Count really is, and then you wish that Arno killed him at the time. So anyway, I think that, and then they're going to try and take control of Hugo's powers. They'll spy on us all the way up to the pond, and then we'll need to fight them at the end.
Yeah, I've got a feeling like this ceremony we're going to, like, it's going to be like Hugo's sacrifice or something, or like. You
Yeah,
keep
he's
talking
walking
about
to
a
his own sacrifice.
Yeah, like there's a child god they keep talking about, and I've got a that might be Hugo. And I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's evidence
Yeah.
that he is not a normal lad. Like, right, what are we up to
Oh,
here?
we can't kill him. The other can we? I was about to crossbow him.
You can't kill anybody either. It's a pretty sticky situation you've got yourself into.
Anything about the
And they're just still shooting the breeze. Why don't you set that hay on fire
Well,
over
I
there?
did, but the guy over there didn't even notice it, so I'm just gonna have
see.
to sneak by. I think.
Yep. And this is stealth in its kind of most boring form for me, actually. See, when it's in, you can't even use any of your weapons, and you need to plot the perfect route through their eye lines.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know anybody who likes that, unfortunately. And
Because you can't use.
again, it's slowed the game to a crawl when you're just dying for it to get to the action.
Yeah, you can't use in, and it's immediate failure as well.
Yeah.
It's just aye.
I mean, am I wrong? That's a well-known, like, don't do that anymore.
Like, I know why. I
you
get
know-
why. Oh, I get why, right? Because like story-wise, I guess we're trying not to be murderers because we don't know if
Despite-
these folk are actually bad or not. You know,
Right, okay, yeah.
but like
But why is there blood all over the ground?
I think that's like pretty flowers.
Oh, is that flowers? Oh, okay, right, well, even more reason not to... No, but I think you're right, that's true. But keep in mind that they wrote the story as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, both decisions combined to make this. You know?
Yeah. Totally.
It's a Bernie Bush
Yeah,
situation
I'm
here, do you think?
thinking noise over there.
Yep.
Just need him
And then
to
the
be,
way back,
Yeah.
you'll
So-
notice
oh.
that. Oh, man.
I forgot
Yeah,
I took
look,
my crossbow out. I think it'll be alright. Yeah.
I think he's fine yet. Rock. Sophia.
What's making that noise?
Oh, you're going to boogie, right? I see. I thought you were going to, while he was looking at that set of the bush, he was standing next to on fire, so he sees it on the way back. But I guess no matter what way that guy's going to rumble you.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Well played. We're just a simple rock.
Right. Sometimes the easiest solution's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Handy.
Oh, aye, of course. Of course.
There goes our visit. No, we were making good progress. There's a big broken tower there. Maybe we could climb it.
There are stairs, I think. Could be an abandoned access.
Okay.
Well spotted.
So that you can watch it for the rooftops, okay? So,
Right.
aye, that bush next to you, but he would walk right past you to get to it, and he wouldn't see that bush behind him, presumably. Is that
Nah,
how it
they
works?
don't seem to. It has to be like visual. They don't hear.
What
it.
about that bush on your right?
Yeah.
Because that'll drag all three of them there while you can sneak up that wee hill to the next grass.
I'm not convinced it pulls more than one person.
Oh, does
If
it
it's a
not?
case of like, I'll go check out, you know. So I need to
fair
wait for him
enough.
to fuck off anyway, right? He's got.
Yep.
He's no looking. So now let's try this.
Sophia, you're
I don't know if you'll even see that by because he's not quite looking.
I know.
Hopefully.
Can you like throw it?
Oh,
Oh,
gee,
one
oh,
of
for
them's got it
goodness
as
sake.
no, the one you wanted,
Definitely
unfortunately.
the one you want.
Works every time, she says. Why don't you see how there's a wee gap in the fence on your left there? I see there. See, basically the bush. See, once he fucks off, the guy that you've pulled.
Yeah. Follow him.
No, but well, you'll need to set basically exactly where you're standing right now. Set that on fire, and that'll draw that guy over there
Why is he coming over
to you,
here?
because he saw you a wee bit.
Oh,
He's checking you.
I've been totally rumbled here.
We can do this.
Don't know if he just homes onto you for it. Oh no, that was. I think that was where he seen you go in.
Right.
Essentially.
We'll see once we're there.
Aye. On you go. Right.
Cool.
I've got a thinks that I think I'm just gonna have to follow him because I don't think I can get up there. I could maybe go up that way.
Aye, that's what I was thinking. You don't go
right.
towards the door because they locked it. I was
Shit.
just thinking.
Oh, I didn't think he'd really see me for there.
I know, but he can't see the fire, so it's
I know.
like it's a bit of a stinking guy just right in the middle of the path that you need to kind
Well,
of you need to get out of your road with.
At least it's
just
put me
a bit.
here.
I know, fair enough.
What
if you set that bush there, see that one right there, and just hope that he goes round the right way.
Yeah.
And then
Well, actually,
run while
regardless,
he's
I'll
going.
go whatever the opposite way is.
Aye, fair enough.
Oh, but that big
yeah.
guy's coming. Shit.
Right, so
Yes.
and they see right. Okay, here we go.
Oh, too fast. Shit. Okay. At least I know.
Unlucky. This is shite. Like just from a fun point of view, it's just shite. But we'll get past it and it'll get better.
Hopefully, it's not like too long after this. Like I know there's a guy up there at least, but maybe the. Don't know.
Why don't? Can you bonk him with the rock? No, that's just bang out into it.
Yeah, because even if he spots you and you get away, it's insta fail.
I think you're good here.
Unless
Because
this
at least
big guy
see if you
comes
make
in.
it to another grass. That's basically a checkpoint, isn't it? Yep, nice line of sight right there.
Okay. Jump up.
So I think you're pretty much good. There's a door on your right window there, yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't come in.
I mean, this is the building with the tower, so I think you've done it. Hopefully the insta-kill stealth sections are over.
Maybe. Let's see.
Well, maybe, yeah.
We don't know how many other
Maybe you
folk
need
are
to
about
escape
here.
this whole city.
Although normally door equals safe, isn't it?
Aye.
There we go. At least got a check. Well, I was about to say at least we got a checkpoint, but we had the door the last time and there wasn't a checkpoint.
Yeah, who knows?
How do you feel?
But I think that wee diamond sign that just came up means safe.
Yeah.
Sure, there's something inside the mountain.
Right, okay, so that's probably the way to go. So let's go up a bit. Do you know we've not
So
had in
Misia
ages?
said...
Oh, and you-
Sorry, on you go?
No, I was going to say, you know we've not had in ages? A knife.
Climb up.
Remember you used to
I
find
know,
knives
no
all the time?
knives. Yeah. No knives. Wonder if you can craft them.
Was this the way? This feels like the way.
Aye. I think so. Yeah, for sure. Because there's the ceremony up there.
But I think that was just an alternative way I could go. And
Well,
this way's
where's
better.
this tower you're supposed to be going to? Did you just go up it? Yeah, I think you're going up there. I think that's just body swerving the locked door. So Misia said, I feel it too there. That when Hugo said he feels something inside the mountain.
Right,
Yeah,
clock.
here we go.
Hugo, look at this.
This is maybe just a way to get a feather.
I say it is.
Then it would be honored that you wear it. Keep it for when we see it.
Yes. I'll give it back then.
So you will.
Anything else? At least I can jump down and just
Aye,
have no wasting
looks
my
like it.
time.
Mind the drop.
Still waiting for a few latecomers. Feel free to come closer
closer in the meantime.
Latecomers. I'd say that's us. What are we going to do? We'll think about it.
Many things. See if it turns out, and I hate when this isn't a thing about this game, it's all games in general, where see if they were always expecting this to come, then the whole stealth situation would be pointless, because it's like you would just tell the guards, if they're here, bring them in. You know, so I'm hoping it doesn't do that, but games do that all the time.
Yeah.
Friends and children.
We've been expecting you. Oh, have you? Right. Well, so why do we have
Tell
to do
your
that?
guards then.
The light of
Yeah.
the summer solstice shines upon us once again.
And yet, in these cold hallways, hidden from the sun, the child of embers still slumbers.
It is time to bring the flame of the phoenix
The Phoenix.
to his dormant
That's your
embers.
bird.
Thus will we prove that we deserve to care for him. Like mother.
Like father.
Look at the state of this. They're evil.
Aye. They're even wearing red.
Let us pray
Yeah,
together.
red with hoods and
And he's
masks.
got a mask on. Aye, he's got a fucking scary
Yeah.
mask on.
Name a group with a mask that wasn't bad news.
Maybe you can put a mask on. 2 masks
Oh, yeah.
here, Andy.
What do you think?
Yeah. What about Hugo?
Bold, but believable.
Are we dressing up?
Good question. Because see, if you're a cult leader, why do you make them wear masks when you walk into this very strategy
Yeah.
for spies? You know what I mean? It's basically like heist movie on a plate.
Especially when they're not wearing masks. Like, we one thing is always like to help their identity, but I know who he is. I've seen him before.
Yeah, anyone can waltz in here.
He's the bald
Climb a
evil
couple of
cunt
fucking-
earlier.
Yeah.
It is now time to tell his tale.
So the
Handy they've all got Wayne's so that Hugo blends in.
They must recognize us.
Where's her pal? Did she get a win?
She might have done.
Amicia, look up there. The symbol of the Order. This place belonged to them.
Centuries ago, a child was born on this land. His heart was blessed by the sun, from which he inherited the flame that rules everything. And so was born the child of fire.
What?
His flame shone over the world. He blessed it with his perfume, his laughter, his joy.
Of all places, La Cuna was his home. It became a land of life and peace, a place to heal, to thrive. La Cuna became a cradle of light,
But light tempts evil.
and evil knows no mercy.
Come,
A child on a throne. In an Order temple. It's him, the child of embers.
take your place at our sides.
Curious. Why has
Yeah.
the Golden Order got its fingers here? Is Vodan going to jump out and annoy me again?
Poetry at home.
I hope so.
Please kneel. Evil found the child inside these very halls. It fed on his fire, weakened it, marked his flesh with coal-black scars. His mother's arms couldn't warm him anymore.
And so his light faded
Oh, do you see the chest?
almost entirely. And the child of fire
And the wee boy in the
turned into
background?
the child of embers.
That's the rat plague, isn't it?
A
Yep.
dark era began. Men forgot about him, but we did not. This flame is the last gleam of his light. Our hope. And now, 2 of you, a woman and a child, will carry it through his night. You. Your heads are bent. Your humility honors you. You will walk his flame through the darkest days.
Who would have thought?
No.
You will walk in his steps. Know the cold that bites the flesh, the drowning in the absence of light, the uncertainty. You will see the child die through the eyes of his mother. You will be the victim and the witness. Keep that torch alive at all costs.
The carriers have been chosen. Take your places.
That sounds like bad news.
I mean, this is big time bad news.
Let's cross.
Because it sounds like they're about to be ritually sacrificed.
Yeah, or at least the child is.
Go forth and
Yeah.
bring him the light. Much depends on it.
So it would be a good point for them to be like, haha, we just wanted you here to do it with specifically him, and you've just handed it to them on a fucking plate.
Those frescoes. The plague.
You know what I mean?
They think it was caused by the child's death. So they don't know the macula. I don't think so. They interpreted all this. They made
right.
a god out of the carrier of the macula.
Right, so it's actually,
Put out the torch. I think
it's us that are more well informed than these people.
Yeah.
They don't know, they've never actually had anybody, nobody's seen the rats. They just know of a pestilence that kills everybody and it's tied to a person. So we fucking knew that. So
Did you hear?
let's get these cunts to fuck and go and look for this pond.
Aye. Did you hear what she said in response to the torch going out?
I did not.
I was too busy listening
Pardon
to
me.
your
Complaining.
no, your
I-
description.
No, I didn't.
Because he said, "Oh, that'll put the torch out. So let's just do it."
Aye, like who cares?
cold. It's over. We'll soon warm up.
Oh, I guess we just do it anyway. Because we don't get.
Because we get gadgets and stuff.
Aye.
You did it. I thought I was drowning. Calm down. You're fine now.
I was about to say
Just-
Camden.
Just walk. I'm with
They're
you.
going to be raging. They said keep the flame.
I know.
But what were they expecting?
Yeah. I know. Why put a waterfall there?
Aye. It seems problematic.
Yeah.
Just put it on one of these candles.
Yeah. I know. How did they get through without getting wet?
You are not alone anymore.
How did you get? Did he come through first? I thought we went through
I
first.
don't know.
His embers glow.
They've got teleporters.
I didn't. Yeah.
I am the mother, and I welcome him. Pass it to me. You did well.
Did we?
Maybe that's it. You will witness the fire go out.
Barren
That's it.
anymore, for your flame lives in me. I
It was
am the
metaphorical.
mother. Become the phoenix.
You have to watch the fire go out.
Fire reborn.
That's the lesson.
Oh, but maybe there's a wee bit of left in it.
Of these flames.
Oh, and yep, okay. So it's a metaphor for your child dying, having to watch the fire go out.
I see it. It's real. Even if it is the order, it's not true. Hey, it's me. Sophia. Come. I found a passage back there. It's now or never.
May the breeze
Alright,
of
okay,
life
we're just gonna
light his flame.
Yep,
ship it
cheerio
over
then.
here.
Yep.
They'll see we're gone. Not for now. We all look the same.
So it's the order all along, and they haven't got their story straight, these two strands of the same thing.
I saw a phoenix on that door and the crags. You did well. They look busy. Shall we go?
Do you wonder if the order were here first and built the buildings? And then died, and then these people have taken all the buildings on and are just interpreting what's going on. So the pictures would have showed the child dying and then the plague getting everybody, but there was no pictures of rats, so they would have just interpreted it, like Amicia said.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
I swear I thought they were going to be more mad than that. It was quite a nice ceremony,
Yeah,
all things considered.
I know.
A child's throne. He lived here. Their child of embers.
There's
is no child of embers. I told you about the Order. This place belonged to them. And this child on the frescoes? It's the carrier of the Prima Macula.
The Prima Macula. This just gets better and better.
Alchemists call it the first corruption. It awoke in Hugo's blood when he was a baby. It keeps growing inside him.
And it's killing him.
That's what this whole place is about. The advent of a carrier of the macula. The Order gathering around him, studying him, trying to find a solution. And rats.
Let me guess. Death, war, disease, and famine.
Not only. The rats are... Anyway, they got it all wrong. There's no child of embers that will come and save the world. It's a fantasy they crafted to fit their hopes.
All of it sounds like a crazy fantasy to me.
Part of it is true. The part that can save him. The only part that matters. Basilius and Aelia.
Nothing's changed. That water's not magic.
The water? Oh, from the healing pond in your dream. It's like a symbol. Like Mother's alchemic drawings.
Stagnating water is rarely magic.
Hey, come see. That's his throne. And this, I think, is his name.
Basil?
He was a carrier just like you. You're not the only one. That's why you dreamt of all this. Something called you here, and for a good reason. I mean, look at this place. If there's a cure, it has to be here.
And who is Aelia?
It looks like there is more to this place behind here.
Let's keep looking. Come, I'm sure there are extraordinary things waiting.
I think Aelia was Basil's big sister.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that maybe it's no coincidence that it has to be big sister and little brother. Maybe all of the carriers had that arrangement.
Are we the first to come in here?
Oh, a tent!
You're right. It looks untouched.
Too sacred for them, maybe?
Playground.
Yeah, so this is an abandoned Golden Order castle / royalty place for the
Do you know
children, and they're just
It is.
a tribe who worship it.
This is
Just imagine. He was living here, playing here, sitting where you sit. Isn't that astonishing?
Yes.
And he loved tents, just like you.
You love tents? Me too.
He had a phoenix.
Yes. Maybe he dreamt the same dream as you. Let's see what else he left us. Look,
That's a lovely horse.
it's your size. Pretty sure he was your age.
Yes.
I think that's a nod to Father Ted, the lovely horse.
So that was his...
I'm sure it was.
It's beautiful.
This Basilius was treated like a king.
Maybe he was a king.
King Basilius.
See, although this is kind of like a big cutscene as well, at least there's like actual story happening, whereas in the last episode it was like just windmills.
They're people.
Yeah,
Important ones, maybe?
like it's ramping up the lore of the series
They're
at
villains.
this moment, you know,
I think he shot at them
rather than just
before.
running about.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Boys.
I like this game too.
Come, we've barely started.
Wow.
That's a warrior's room.
Not just any warrior. Look at the shape of the armor.
Big sister.
What of it?
It's a lady's armor.
Oh, Aelia. room, of course. She was his protector.
Protector?
The carrier's personal guard. Like me for Hugo.
She looked strong.
Yep, or Lincoln Zelda. But reversed in Boy and Girl.
Mm.
It'd be cool if you could take that armor, because
I know.
that's the old thing, isn't it? Just Assassin's Creed finds an armor that perfectly fits from days gone past.
Yeah.
Sword and spears.
Wow, look at the axe too.
I wonder if they were put to use.
They built this place to avoid it. The carrier draws attention.
Valuable tiny creatures.
Look, wax tablets. They're carved.
He drew her. And there, he drew himself with her. He loved her.
It looks like they spent a lot of time together. Just like us.
This is so strange.
It is. Let's keep on. Toys. He was coming here to play with her.
And she let him. She was the best kind of knight.
I would have loved to meet them.
They might somehow still be out there.
This is
You know,
crazy.
it's in this crazy world.
Yeah.
Like
I'm assuming it must at some point this Basil must have died to cause this whole religious movement, but I guess you don't know.
Yeah, true.
Oh, look.
Huh. That bird again.
Its shape. It's the Order's symbol.
The phoenix is the Order. It's just that.
The Order of the Phoenix.
Sorry, boy.
Original.
But no.
The Phoenix
That
of the
explains
Order.
why it's depicted the child on their frescoes.
They thought they were better than him. They didn't care about him.
It doesn't change why we're here.
Yeah, no shit. We already knew that.
First.
The Order are wanks. Like, stop yesterday's newspaper.
So is this place where the Order began? Did the Order just happen to be here?
Good question.
I'll be damned.
What's this now?
The
Dear.
torture chamber.
Can we go back now?
Mm-hmm.
But it looks exactly like what you're searching for, no?
Yes. But
No, you're
Or
right.
like experimentations.
Anything that could lead to an elixir, a potion, like books, drawings.
If only we had
raw
Lucas.
materials.
On it.
I know. You could kill for Lucas right now.
This is all useless. Please, I need something.
I mean, I think as you learn more about this, you'd think it's a bit silly that there's going to just be a potion he can drink to fix this.
It's especially when the,
I know,
the
we're
guy
all
that was
thinking
here couldn't do it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And they've got a room that clearly is made for performing surgery on him.
No,
Mhm.
what the hell?
Know what I mean?
Hey, quieter. We'll find something.
Sorry. Lucas, would. He would.
There you
What
go.
were they making in these things?
Maybe he'll turn up.
Something.
Just drop in through the ceiling.
You rang?
Hugo, did you find something?
Yeah.
this table. They put him on it.
Wait, I'm coming. That. Oh, I don't even know what it's used for. Come on, give me something.
They're being a wee bit naive here, aren't they?
A phoenix.
Mhm.
Look for a phoenix.
I think the little one needs you, Amicia.
Hey, yes.
Hey, come here, you two.
Sophia?
What?
Where are you?
Upstairs.
How did you get there?
Look behind the curtains.
I think the Count and Emily are about to
Mhm.
come in.
Or some rats. Because the thing is, it's,
I think there's a cutscene meant to be happening right now.
no, I think we have to go behind the curtains, but it's not letting me move. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, because
Oh, is
it did that cutscene and the one talking about the table in the same moment there.
Yeah,
And we lost the one about the table.
because she told me directly, go and see Hugo.
Yeah,
And then I did.
it's come up the curtains. And we've lost a bit of cutscene about that table with what
Eventually.
might have happened to him.
Come on, Hugo.
That's a bit of information. I guess they know as much as us, so they're not going to work it out.
Yeah.
But
Sort of observation hallway? What have you found?
Your alchemist library. Looks like they were observing the child from here.
Aye.
Like he was in a cage.
We're right above the laboratory table.
It's wrong.
Imagine these bastards standing there,
Maybe we should get off this.
looking at him.
Lose a
To
bit.
focus on what they learned. I may have a lead.
Yeah, well, let's give me the feel.
No, but they took other notes.
It's funny though, right? Because the whole thing we're doing is trying to save Hugo. But the game's not making it feel very like there's a lot of jeopardy because he's been fine for ages now. There's not been a single rat. We've been pretty happy, to be fair.
the thing is, see, just before you start,
Oh, sorry.
we'll let the cutscene run.
Wrote down everything that happened to the carrier. It's sorted by date. The last entry was in the year 541.
541. What does it say?
I haven't studied Latin since the convent, but it talks about Basilius. And, Aelia Dragus, his protector.
It really did all happen. They were just like us.
What happened to them?
Did you notice that typo?
The order
No, I
took away
didn't.
the carrier from her. She
Turn them
rebelled and was arrested close to a round tower. They took her to a capella, a chapel, inside a fort.
And Basilius, where is he?
It doesn't say.
Well, we have something to go on. A fort, a round tower.
Yep, right on
Right.
fucking cue.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the order all along. I'm going to be pretty pissed if this has just sent us to this island just so that we could rummage through another order library to find this stupid lead. But I'll let it run. I thought they would have noticed you, but no, they're just
Getting their shoes off.
taking their shoes off. It's a hard day's work, that.
Risky, but the water will help. Let's try.
The water.
There was a very small typo in the subtitles there where it said it spelled where instead of where. Not really any big deal worth mentioning.
Still,
Careful, it's a big cat.
if we've noticed it on our first time through, you know, these people must play every minute of this multiple times.
I share your pain.
I guess it's not an English studio.
Yeah. What is this? What is this right now?
I'm the mother.
I think it's just supposed to be a gamey thing just to get their dialogue in. Yeah.
Stand in that water. He looks so eager to have this child. It's sad they're so wrong.
Just like me.
Oh, Jingle, they're about to like start
Give
making a
birth.
baby in there.
No, she's already pregnant, is she not?
Was she?
Dreamt of.
Did I not?
I thought, maybe not, I kind of mind.
Just couldn't know what they were.
Maybe you're just being rude. I don't remember. Maybe actually, that does sound familiar actually when you said that.
Your dream showed us another truth, but it is a truth. We can still use it to change everything.
What? Clarify what you just said.
They're making a lot of jumps here.
For what is amounts to a useless adventure to just discover that the Golden Order are behind it all along. So, like, we came all this way to discover, oh, the Golden Order are bad and they torture carriers of the fucking macula. Right, good. We knew that already.
So like,
And then we find some weird brother-sister combo who presumably died 1,000,000 years ago. And we have to go to the last place that the lassie was seen, and we're calling that a ginormous victory. Right, okay.
like it makes sense to go back to like if this was the root cause of it, that they might find something, but they're so confident. Maybe it's just like you know, desperation.
Yeah, and it's such a bad lead at this point in the game. You would hope to have a concrete goal rather than just meandering around. You know what I mean? We've not had any agency for ages.
Yeah.
It's just fanny about and solve stupid wee problems as they come up on the fly, rather than knowing what we're actually playing at here. I mean, Hugo does seem fine. That's the problem. Like, see if it was to save Hugo, he's extremely capable.
At the moment.
Keep talking about it, please.
The trees smell so nice.
What's going on in here? They just they've probably fell in.
And the water. It felt like it could clean anything. Not like this one.
Ooh.
That's nice. You got
Bloody nice.
It's the sewers then.
Seems like it.
We're there.
I'm
Okay,
starting
okay
to.
then.
I'm starting to lose track of what we're doing now.
Yeah. It's not as if we're not paying attention. You know, it's like
Spend a full
just-
week at sea with my crew. Changes your notion of
we
stealth.
never got anything for that.
That was enough for me. Let's go to that fort.
Other than confirmation. Oh, they did mention somewhere, so we've got.
In my dream.
Maybe, but your dream put us on the right track. Look at all we've learned. Now we just have to find out the rest.
Don't you want to know what happened to that Alia? And your ancestor?
Thing is, you would get why you would be sad if you're Hugo, because it's like, well, what if they were just idiots as well that didn't know or didn't get the dream? I'm getting dreams. Let's go to the dream. Nobody's
Yeah.
listening to me.
Can we take these stinky clothes off now?
Yes, we should.
Let's take off our disguise.
Yeah.
Bloodline.
Think we cut it there?
Yeah.
Is that roughly about an hour? Can you check?
Is it to say that on OBS? It's
Eh,
43
sure,
minutes.
Right, okay, we'll cut it there, and just continue from this cutscene.
All
Aye.
right. Like
To say, I'm pretty thoroughly disappointed with that. Right.
We're good.
I don't know.
You. You're the sneakiest.
It's one of these things where, like,
Look, if there's no
I don't know.
fort in your dreams, then we'll look for the round
I don't
tower.
work very well with like just a
Alright.
constant stream of micro goals.
And
I think
maybe
games work better when you
decorating
know
the island even more.
your ultimate end game, and it's very obvious, not just some vague, oh, I need to save somebody. You know, it's like
yeah, like, see if there'd been.
usually that is a wee bit better done because there's more jeopardy. But
Mhm.
you know, what the fuck are you just walking around for 3 hours of game time?
See if maybe when they were there, they'd heard about like in the notes there'd been like a breakthrough or something they thought would really work, and if
Yeah,
they've
go
kept
here.
it somewhere, and then you know that. Well, I think we do know something's going to happen at this place, but it's only because the game's told us. It's not because anything's happened in the story, you know.
Aye, and are we supposed to just be thoroughly gobsmacked that there's another girl boy combo?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
mean,
mean, is
there
that
is something
supposed to be-
about, like, you know, history doomed to repeat itself and all that, where there's like two people, is this like a thing that happens like every however many years, but like, it doesn't really do anything at this point.
Yeah, I have to say this flopped on the beginning, and then for about an hour and a half, it became quite good and quite watchable, and then it's flopped in the middle as well. For me,
I'm no quite at like terrible, but yeah,
really,
I thought there was maybe going to be a bit more, but I didn't think that was too bad there. It was just a bit
Yeah.
kind of like, this fell a wee bit flat, but
a wee bit flat.
yeah.
I wish it would just get out of its own way and like to give us some baddie who's trying to take it all for himself, and we'll be like, yeah, right, let's get on board defeating him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, everything we're doing is to stick it to that cunt.
yeah.
But they've played the old like, oh, who is the baddie kind of thing.
Mhm.
So it better be good.
Aye, and I'm hoping
Anyway.
that's not the last we've seen of those two folk, because otherwise I just not really sure what the point was.
I know, because the thing is, they see if they are just nice people, which even when they knew they were alone, or they thought they were alone, they were being nice to each other, which
Yeah.
makes Arno just look like a piece of shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, are they just going to discard them, and that means that Arno's left as a piece of shit because they don't turn out to be pieces of shit? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder how many chapters there are.
I know. I've been like telling myself not to Google it, so I don't like.
Well, you googled it the last time for me, so I'll do it for us. But I'll not tell you unless you want to know.
Cool. Well, we're on episode 10,
Aye.
right?
And
So
we're on chapter 10.
So I guess we're only like 10 hours late. I think we could be like just over halfway.
Right.
Even though I thought this must be endgame.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you?
Go for it.
There's 17 chapters.
Oh man. But I did expect that because I have read that some folk have said that it's probably closer to like, because I think Game Pass says 15 hours, but I think other folk have said 18.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
about goes, yep.
That's how it goes.
So, man, what are they going to do for 7 chapters when we're at the island?
Dunno. Hopefully give us some objective.
Yeah, there must be.
Right, good sesh then.
Yep.
I shall catch you through the week, maybe no Tuesday this week, but Wednesday perhaps.
Yep, sounds good.
Right, nice one. Right,
Right.
quality. Take it
See you
easy.
later, bye.